Welcome in, everybody. CCA Sunday now on our hands. Yesterday, we went through CCA Saturday, Jobin and Fundy. We took you through that ride yesterday. We'll give you a very quick recap of how yesterday went. The Saints fell to the losers bracket somewhere around the middle part of the day. They did end up finishing in that top 8 spot, which means they're going to start in the losers bracket today. So one loss and they're going to be done. But they're playing in that top 8, trying to end up in that first seed, rack up those CRL points. But they have a lot of tough tasks ahead of them.
Yeah, first on the chopping block today for the Saints is Florida Atlantic University, coming also into that losers bracket. So, yeah, this is do or die for the Saints right now. Keep in mind, Florida Atlantic coming into this 7-1, Saints 5-1, have also just played less games due to the fact that they got that bye in the first round from being the first seed. So, you know, a little bit of an interesting spot to see the Saints in right now, considering the seeding. But Florida Atlantic, 7-1, 87% set win rate.
Pretty good. Is that good?
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, we did see the Saints say they had a really good day of Rocket League yesterday. They definitely had their struggles in some of those games. Then say they ended up falling to that losers bracket. So, yeah, as we said, they're going to have to work really, really hard to get back. We're going to see Akron Gold Zips team, the team that we got bracket reset by last week, is in this bracket. I believe George Mason. There's a couple other very, very strong teams. USF Gold is another one that rings to mind that we've definitely seen on the pitch before. So, lots of good teams in this top 8. Lots of good Rocket League to be had today. And ultimately, it is going to be do or die for the Saints the entire way through. No room for mistakes anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you've got, I believe it's 4 matches to get through in losers, and then you got to win that losers finals, get up to that grand finals, and try to take the day home. Last time they were able to place second in that last CCA Open. Let's see if the Saints are able to make that losers bracket run today.
Yep, it's going to be the same roster as yesterday. Coach Spood's manning the team. It's going to be Kamal, Quint, and Christian. Those three say they've been the staple varsity team the last couple weeks. Probably not going to see any changes anytime soon. They seem to be gelling. As Quint said, they seem that they're peaking at the right time, although they had a little stumble yesterday, but they have every chance. They can still, like you said, come back, try to take that top spot, get those CRL points. That second place finish, we know especially, I'm not sure how many teams get into last chance, but Akron finishing first last week and being back in the top 8 again this week means there's going to be some stiff competition to get those points, so you can't really afford to go out early in this bracket anymore.
Yeah, as well, the Akron club team also in that lower bracket with the Saints as well. So we've got 2 Akron
different
teams
than what we played yesterday.
Yeah, and a different club team from the one we played yesterday. But, I mean, we've seen all of these Akron teams have been able to give Saints a run for their money, if not beat the Saints outright. So it is definitely a tough top 8 for the Saints to have to battle through today.
Yeah, that being said, though, Akron going to be hopefully later on in the day. Florida Atlantic will be the first one up. But with that being said, as CCA per usual, we will take a very, very short break. Let everybody get onto the pitch, and CCA Sunday will continue just shortly. And here we are, game 1 of CCA Sunday. St. Clair varsity team taking on Florida Atlantic University in this loser's bracket. Loser is going to be going home out of the best of this best-of-5 series. We said the Saints had a pretty rough day yesterday going through that loser's bracket, being the 1 seed, but they are here, they are ready to play, and now we are underway.
Yeah, and a demo onto Quint shuts down that passing play. Kamal was trying to get set up, but it's Christian on the pass back to Kamal. Not going to be good on that shot. Hammy Crackers in the net. Right there on that save, but Christian keeping this pressure going from the skies.
Yeah, a little touch off the backboard. Quint not going to make that one back to get that goal in the side of the Saints there. Getting a couple good offensive chances early. Going to try to capitalize now. Kamal send this one back over to the midline. Is going to be intercepted by Hammy. Try to make a play toward the net there. Quint going to be there to make that save. A very, very close call for Florida, trying to get on the board here first. So both teams, pretty high pace of play so far. Maybe we'll see a couple goals come in sooner than later, but both teams are still trying to break through. Quint, nice contest there as the ball careens toward the net though. Second chance, not going to go through still. Kamal shutting the door. Another one going to come through. Christian going to be the man to save that one. All 3 members getting a save on that play, but as we saw last time, get this ball out of that zone if you want to stay safe.
Yeah, those goal line saves were so clutch yesterday for the Saints, and already in this first game today, they're coming through once again after that shot. Kamal not able to knock it out of the zone there, but Christian might be able to float one out to him. It's Mitra to find it in the corner. Any Crackers keeping on that defensive position there on the half, just keeping this ball in Saints zone. The clear finally comes out, but ball control straight back over to Frisbee.
Yeah, Frisbee is going to get bumped off the spot there. Going to be the demo from Christian, so hit him with the bump and end up following with that demo. Quint, excellent job to intercept that pass. Kamal going to be there. Not going to be able to find that second touch. It will be a save over to Frisbee. The Saints still trying to press the action here against Florida Atlantic. Trying to send this one over to the middle, trying to find that passing play. It does go to the middle. Quint going to have to retreat there, finds a boost. Shot is going to go through. Once again, kick to the side by Frisbee. Now Kamal going to be the second man to that corner, trying to make some kind of play here. Hammy is going to deny that one, and Florida will regain possession, it looks like, across this midline.
Christian trying to send one in from high, but Frisbee can knock it out of the way. There it is, off of Mitra. Kamal right off the crossbar there. Mitra just barely with the save, but he's gonna find it. 2.5 minutes left. Both of these teams dead even. Donuts on the scoreboard right now.
Yeah, both these teams still trying to break that deadlock. We are already halfway through this game. The pace has been good. We've had a lot of shots, a lot of really solid chances for both sides, but either team yet to find that net. You know they're going to be dying to get that early lead. You don't want to put yourself down in this loser's bracket early. Put that increased pressure on yourself to have to perform and make up any kind of lead. Christian going to be the one to play it there. Florida going to intercept that one though. And go back into the Saints corner. Going to be Mitra there for the follow. Kamal going to be the first one there. Going to knock that one back for that midline. Try to play for the follow here. Mitra going to end up being contested by Florida. Hammy going to send that one over to the middle. Florida has been pressing a lot this last minute, trying to find these chances, but the Saints still just keeping this ball out of the net for the time being.
Yeah, Kamal, risky clear there, but it is going to work out and send it into the corner. Mitra not quick enough on that ball. Kamal bumping Christian over towards it, set up towards the middle, but it's met in the air by Kamal. 1:30 left, still absolute deadlock in front of the net right now, but Mitra could be trying to get something set up here. Frisbee from above, but it goes straight down. This could be the soaring shot that we've seen end so many of those games, but it's going to go just a little too high. Hammy Crackers in net for that. Saints, pressure is on, but no shot's going to be good.
Yeah, both of these teams are putting immense pressure on each other. The Saints go back and get shots. Florida takes it back and gets shots. The Saints now playing in Florida's zone once again. Only 60 seconds to play in this game one. Neither team able to find the scorecards just yet. Florida trying to work this one into the corner, maybe trying to get some play over the middle. Is going to be contested by St. Clair there. Looks like Mitra knocked that one out of the sky. Kamal will be waiting for that one though. First touch, takes to the skies, gets the second. Quint's going to be there for the follow. It is going to get denied there by Frisbee though, so the Saints still trying to get these passing plays going, which is a good sight early in the day, but nothing able to capitalize on just yet.
Nothing really. We could be seeing a 0-0 overtime here in game one. Neither of these teams really giving that opportunity, giving that overextension. Nobody wants to make that risky play and give up that first goal. And as well as both these teams have been so good at demoing and bumping to just force the shots to be unoptimal, really.
Yeah, there's been some close calls for both sides, too. The Saints were playing with fire there. Looks like maybe Kamal going to be there for the misfire. Mitra taking this one into the Saints zone. Single-digit seconds left. Only 1 left on the clock. Quint's going to bump his teammate. Ball is going to go up in the air, though. Should end up touching down here. And what other way to start CCA Sunday than with a 0-0 overtime in Game 1 of the day? Pressure is on both of these teams. It is a best of 5. Though, so if you do lose Game 1, you have some time to regain, but you do not want to be in that unenviable spot.
Yeah, and I think this just shows how much of a killer this top 8 bracket is going to be. Send it out towards Hammy Cracker. Saves Frisbee's own shot.
Oh, no.
That is a killer. Wow. Back over the top from Kamal. Frisbee in the corner. Going to send it high towards the team. Back down towards the middle. Quint meet that one in the air. Kamal ready in the corner. Set up towards mid, but no team can really find that setup that's going to give that opening.
Yeah, Florida's defense is so good. They're even saving their own shots. Saints are going to get away with one there. This game will continue on. We are approaching that 1 minute mark, but it's Florida doing a great job of cycling this ball through the middle. Once again, a very dangerous pass to the middle. Quint going to get that little half touch on there. Christian going leg to leg with one of the other members, going with Mitra there, trying to get first to that ball. Saints should be able to maybe find some kind of clear here. Gets Demo in the net, though. Going to be some space for Florida. Great play there by, I believe it was Christian, to keep that one away from the middle, but 3 Saints stacked up in this orange corner. Gonna have to find some way to get Florida out of this zone, get this counterattack going, because Florida, when they're pressing like this, I can't imagine a goal will be far off, especially considering they just had one go to the wayside by their own doing.
Yeah, I mean, now a minute 30 into this overtime, other than that one shot attempt, really, there has been nothing concrete from these teams, and it's just gonna fly
That's
in.
the one, of course.
Off of Mitra. Just I believe that was like the corner of his wheel he grabbed it with, right at the tip there. And Kamal, just a little too late for that one. That is going to be Game 1, Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, Florida played a very, very good game. Lots of shots on net. They had that one, and honestly, that one goal probably should have been a goal for them. Unlucky to go off Hammy's car there. So they did have a bunch of great chances. They did a really good job of setting that ball up to the middle of the Saints. Too much time in that defensive end. It was their Achilles heel yesterday. It's been their Achilles heel for a long time. As it is with most teams, if you're going to get peppered like that, one is bound to go in. But Florida, they're going to take Game 1 in overtime.
And it came down to that FAU defense player, that player at half who was able to keep it in that Saint side so much. And every time Christian tried to get one of those lob clears out, it was just met in the air and straight back down in front of Saints net. And they didn't really have too many options in FAU's zone to even get many shots started. We see one towards the middle now, but Mitra, the demo to shut that down. Quint meeting Hammy Crackers in the air down from the top. Quint gonna try to fall on it, but it's Frisbee to find that one.
Saints back over this midline now, trying to make some kind of play. Shot is going to get contested. Ball still kicking around in that Florida side of the pitch here. Mitra going to be the one to try to make a play here. Send that one to the middle. Christian going to be the one to intercept that one. Maybe a pass to himself is going to be denied by Hammy Cracker. So a great play by Christian. Not going to find the goal. Quint trying to get the follow off that ceiling pass. Also going to get denied. As you said, this Florida defense has showed up and showed out this first game and change. And the Saints are still looking to find their first goal of this series.
I mean, it's been a one-goal series so far coming into Game 2. Frisbee met in the air with some contention from Christian, but Kamal's able to run this straight down mid. Shot's not really going to be good, but now Quint and Kamal have some pressure going in this FAU side, but they're just allowing this clear to happen, but Christian not going to allow it to happen that fast. There's the roller, and Christian to grab his own shot from the middle there. He's going to just take that and run with it. Look at all that boost going.
Didn't even need the second touch, but had to make sure that one was going to end up in the back of the net. So Christian finally gets the Saints on the board, continuing his offensive ways from yesterday. I believe he was the Saints' leading scorer. He had 2 games with hat tricks, has had a nose for the net these last couple weeks of Rocket League, starting the Saints off in Game 2 on the right foot, trying to get that Game 1 back in hand from Florida and keep this run going. Quint kick that one over the middle, trying to get some kind of passing play going, but going to be a reset for Florida here.
Now reset in the air. Hammy Cracker sends one down. Mitra tries to find second goal of the series, but it's not going to be good. Just off the post. Christian now fighting with it in this backboard area. Corner out to Kamal. Able to find this air dribble that he finds so often. still playing in this Saints zone. Mitra can't really follow it off the backboard there, but the pressure just keeps happening. These rebounds keep getting grabbed, and we're spending so much time in this Saints zone. Quint finally able to make that clear.
Yeah, the Saints definitely going to get a little bit nervous when there's, 3, 4, 5 chances in their side. Mitra did such a good job of keeping that ball in the Saints zone. Kamal going to give that one away to Hammy by mistake. They may be expecting the pass, expecting some kind of follow. Christian, great pinch off the backboard. We'll get credited with that save as well. Maybe Frisbee trying to find something off the ceiling. Great pass to the middle. Going to get kicked to the wide left of the net, though. Florida almost capitalizing on a fantastic play, but not going to end up on the scoreboard just yet. 2.5 minutes to play. We are at the midway point of this game. Still only 1 goal. Defense looks like it's going to be the name of the game the rest of this series.
Yeah, it looks like it should be, but at the same time, 1 goal lead in Rocket League. We talk about it all the time. It flies by, but not if Quint has anything to say about it. There's the save. Hammy Crackers finds the demo in net, so the pressure could keep going here. Still, 2 defensemen from the Saints up. They're able to make that clear out of the net just in time, but still, how much? We spent an entire minute in that orange zone. Yeah. Now it's finally cleared out until Hammy Crackers takes it right back in.
Yeah, and he found that bump as well to buy him that few extra seconds. Kamal not going to be able to get a handle on the ball. Frisbee, little floater. Not going to find the net. Christian going to shut the door, and then Kamal going to follow. A third shot toward that net. Not going to find the mark. Quint going to be the one to try to clear this one out. Get this pressure off of that orange side of the pitch. Try to make Florida focus a little more on the defense instead of just having these relentless offensive chances. Christian going to be the one to take this one to the midline. Is going to get taken away, though, right back toward that Saints net. Kamal going to send that one back. Christian going to demo Frisbee. Try to open up the steal just a little bit. Find this offensive flow. Try to find that second goal, because as you said, 1 goal lead in Rocket League might as well be 0 in some of these games. The pace of play. Christian, though, taking this one toward the net. Frisbee knocking that one to the middle, but still no goals to be found after that first one.
Nothing to be found. A minute left in this game, and the time starts to tick away for Florida Atlantic in a situation like this. Now, you really got to buckle down and find this goal. You know you can find those shot opportunities. You got to find that angle. You got to find that snipe. Hammy Crackers, great save, contesting Quint right there at top speed. There's the shot going to come through from Christian, and now the Saints offense starting to get something going, starting to stall some time here, spend some more time in Florida Atlantic zone. There's the lob over Hammy Crackers to himself, but Christian, nice clear out to there. It's going to go back to Mitra and should stall some more time for the Saints.
Yeah, the Saints have done such a good job this last 45 seconds, keeping it in that Florida end, getting a couple of shots on net to keep Florida honest. However, though, they're going back the other way toward this orange side. Pass over the middle, not going to find the goal there. Kamal picking up yet another save. Christian going to be the one to follow up Quint there. Quint going to go up that wall, waiting to make the read off the ceiling. Not going to find the touch, is going to at least get the bump onto Hammy. Mitra trying to find something over the middle. Florida Atlantic running out of options in this game too. They might have one more chance. However, though, this ball's in a bad way, and by that I mean Christian's going to find his second of the game. The Saints will take that game 2 in a 2-0 scoreline. Much better game in game 2.
The adjustments have been made in terms of offense, but defense, Saints, they're making those saves. They are on point with them, but man, do they have to clear out that ball a little more. But either way, taking game 1. Absolute lockdown defense, and they're able to make it work.
Yeah, such a good job by all 3 members, especially I think Kamal probably had 4 or 5 saves there as well. All the Saints playing so good on that defensive end, and as we saw, the shots were coming through. Yeah, Kamal did have 3 saves, so the Saints, I think, making 5 or 6 saves of the entire game, doing such a good job to lock things down, keep Florida off the scoreboard. And I mean, hey, I said defense might be the key of this series. We had a 1-0 game in overtime and a 2-0 game that was basically a 1-0 game until the last second. So I wonder if we're going to see more of the same, or if we're going to see one of those random 5-6 goal explosions if somebody's able to make some adjustments.
Yeah, that's really what it's going to come down to, right? Sometimes we just see that come out in game 5 or something like that, right? And suddenly these teams that look so evenly matched, something gives and somebody finds 5 goals straight. Either way, here we go. Game 3 kickoff. Initial hit's going to go to Frisbee. Quint now in the corner. Taking it back from the sky. Frisbee all the way back. Kamal! There's the bounce to find it.
Take that.
Quint taps it in at the end. Locking that in, making sure it does not hit the post there. And there it is. Another classic Rocket League 10-second kickoff goal.
Yeah, exactly. Good thing we were ready. Didn't have to do the pre-show for Game 3 or anything because they would have definitely beat us to the punch. But the Saints are going to open up Game 3 just like they opened up Game 2, finding that early goal, trying to put the pressure on Florida Atlantic, trying to claw their way out of this loser's bracket, making it later on in the day. Quint did a great job facilitating that first goal, trying to score the second one there for the Saints as well. Kamal trying to play that one up in the corner, didn't get knocked away by Hammy. Going to be Christian trying to make a play, just going to misfire a little bit there. Kamal back on the defensive end from the retreat is going to get that pinch. Christian going to find that demo, a little bit of space opens up, and the floodgates are going to open. The Saints find their second goal. Quint going to rack up his second on 2 shots. Beautiful job by the Saints to find that demo. Know the timing is theirs, and Quint winning that body bag in the middle there.
So has that gap been found in the Florida Atlantic defense is the question.
I hope so.
Can the Saints continue to pull out offensive shots like this? Mitra with that ball in the air. Hammy Crackers now has to deal with 2 defenders on him. But the rest of the team, there's the demo to come through. And the save from Christian last second there to knock it back out to half.
Yeah, if you're saying Clair, you just want to, if Florida's going to get one back, you want to make them at least waste a little bit of time. Kamal, a little bit of a stall out there waiting for his teammate to get back and respawn in that corner. Hammy over the middle to Mitra. Nice pass over to the corner, trying to set something else up, but beautiful contest there by Quint. Christian with a great little shot there to the wide right of the net is going to get driven away there by, I believe it was Frisbee. He's going to carry this ball up to that mid area, send it over to the corner. Kamal going to be the one to play it. Quint waiting in front of this net, waiting to make that save. Oh, beautiful play by Hammy to break some ankles, but Christian locking down that back door, keeping the Saints lead intact here. Quint going to follow this one up to the corner, but both of these teams are trying to get this counterattack going. This ball has been flying back and forth.
Yeah, Frisbee set up towards the middle. Christian to shut that one down. Hammy Crackers back towards the middle. Left, right. Saints don't know where this ball is going. Back from the air. Frisbee, there's the angle. 1-2 now. Florida Atlantic coming back in Game 3 here, breaking that 0.
Yeah, we saw a little double commit there from the Saints. That would have been a tough shot to save one way or the other, but 2 members go up to the sky to chase that one. Neither one coming down with the ball. Florida Atlantic is going to capitalize. They will take advantage, cut this lead in half now. Frisbee finding that early kickoff demo on Kamal, and demos have definitely been the name of the game the last day or two, it seems. So many teams. Oh, Kamal, great little fake out there, going to avoid that bump. Is going to play that one off the wall now. No boost to mess with though, waiting for a teammate to possibly come take this one. He'll find that second touch pass. Beautiful play by Kamal. 12 boost in a dream, and that'll be a hat trick for Quint. He's going to find his third of the game, his third one straight as well for this Saints side, and the Saints offense looks like they're finally getting going here in Game 3.
And this is what I mean when I say on stream, when this team is firing, it's like a well-oiled machine. You see it come in, you see Kamal waiting there for Quint's rotation, pops it up to the backboard, and the pass is good. Back to that 2-0 lead for the Saints. And they might even be able to find another one here. Does it bounce in? It does!
Wow.
All the way from the other end. Christian drops it back down. Kamal just barely gets the touch on that one. And the angle change is just enough to throw off Hammy there. And Mitra just a little too late.
Yeah, Mitra and Hammy both tried their hardest to stop that one, but another beautiful passing play from the Saints, turning defense into offense. We saw Mitra hit the reset, try to find that goal the other way. The Saints take it right back down the pitch, increase this lead back to 3. Kamal gonna find that demo onto Frisbee. Saints trying to open up some space, maybe try to find 1 or 2 more goals to really put the icing on the cake. We know how quick goals can come. Florida found one back pretty earlier in the game as well. Hammy trying to make some kind of play off the reset. Christian just going to keep demoing the Saints. They're more than happy to play the numbers game. They're going to throw this weight around. Kamal going to get the demo as well. Passing play not going to go through. Florida might have a good chance here. Beautiful cross-court pass. Frisbee going to knot that one in. And now 2 minutes to play. Florida Atlantic trailing by 2.
Yeah, not the worst position to be in, especially if you can make passes like that. Those are definitely going to throw off that Saints defense. I mean, you're just not ready for that angle from so far away. You can see they only had 1 player in the net there. Mint coming in from the skies, met in the air by Hammy Crackers, but Christian should be able to just drive that one straight into the net. No shots needed.
Who needs fancy mechanics? Put the ball in the nose and just drive that sucker home, Christian. About as easy a goal as you might get in Rocket League. Just gonna realize, not gonna put this one in the air. I'm just gonna drive this one right into that corner. The Saints finding their 5th goal. So just as I said, are we gonna see that 5 or 6 goal explosion from one of these teams? It looks like it's almost going to be 6 there. Quint, another shot on net. The Saints are still putting the pressure on Florida Atlantic, and it is a sight for sore eyes to see them not camped up in that backside of that orange pitch.
Hammy Crackers straight down to Quint in the crease. Shot not going to be good. Now it's back to Christian and Quint on this attack. We've seen this before. Hammy Crackers going for just the immediate contest on Christian now. They're not letting Christian just sit there with the ball because they know anything he sets up is going to be good at this point.
Yeah, their passing plays have gotten significantly better as the days have went on, especially yesterday into that the latter half. And now today, they look like they're coming off on the right foot. They do still have that 5-2 lead. 65 seconds for Florida to get this one back. That passing play going to be a little bit errant from Hammy. Not going to be able to connect and find that goal. The Saints going to drive this one back the other way. Great little floater pass. They're not going to be able to find the follow. One member is going to have to retreat. Looks like it's going to be Christian there to get back in that net. Make sure things aren't going to go to the wayside here. Quint waiting to make that defensive play is going to be the first one there. Knock this one back toward that middle area. Maybe going to get the follow as well. And Quint, how about a 4-piece in Game 3 here? 6 for the Saints. 41 seconds to play. Game 3 looking all but wrapped up.
Well, looks like you called it, Jobin. There was a team that broke that 6-goal barrier, and it's your St. Clair Saints here in Game 3. Absolutely dominant here from the starting of the game all the way into the end.
Yeah, this has been a very clean game start to finish, and they're looking for a 7th possibly. They're going to get the 7th. Not quite at Brazil,
5.
But we will take 7. And Quint, as you said, going to hit him with a 5-piece. Saints up to 7 goals, 34 seconds left. Florida, they're looking to Game 4 at this point.
Yeah, at this point, you're looking at like 5 seconds a goal to try and make it back this one.
Yeah.
Just over 5 seconds. It's really not doable. As much as I love to give teams benefits of the doubt, that might just be a little too much in this amount of time. But Game 4, always possible. Saints looking to make this match point. 15 seconds here. We're going to be moving on. Just waiting out this clock. Kamal and Christian, they're trying to find something.
Yeah, they're going to look for demos to try to find that 7th or 8th goal there. They're going to send that one toward the net. They're going to go for that second touch, too. They scored a couple buzzer beaters yesterday and today earlier. They've been, for whatever reason, we had like 4 buzzer beater goals.
Yeah.
That all meant pretty much nothing the entire time. That was always
Pretty
to
well.
increase that lead, but a much better game from all the members. Quint, 5 goals in that game. Beautiful job. Right place, right time. Kamal and Christian locked down the rest of the pitch. That is exactly how you want to start to build this momentum as you get into these longer series. They still have 1 game to finish, but very, very bright sign nonetheless.
Yeah, and just building up over and over this series, right? You start 0-1, end up winning that second game 2-1, and now you just take that lead and run with it. 5 goals for Quint himself in that game. Just an absolute slaughter in Game 3.
Yeah, Quint was an absolute weapon for the Saints there. The other 2 members, as we said, controlling the rest of the pitch. They felt like once they got out of their zone, they really had Florida's number on defense. They were able to make those passing plays. They found a couple easy goals as well, playing off that aggression to Florida. We've seen both teams. They're very, very strong on the counterattack. That ball was flying back and forth across the pitch, but the Saints able to connect on a few more of those passes. Quint making a couple of those individual plays that we brought him all the way overseas for. And the Saints so far, 1 game now from moving on in this losers bracket.
And it looks like the Saints have been a lot more comfortable just challenging the offensive pressure from FAU instead of sticking 2 people in net and praying you save that shot when it comes. Just shut down the shot before the pass can even happen. If it's going to be sitting in the corner, battle for it in the corner. Take that 50-50. There's a reason it's called a 50-50. You've got 1 in 2 chance to win it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think that's actually a really, really good point. They kind of get caught like sitting too much on that back foot, just like absorbing the pressure instead of going out there and trying to get the counter. Frisbee, though, is going to make that play out of that front left corner, and the Saints are going to go down to 1-0 nice and early. A beautiful play. Oh, going to be a little bit of unfortunate bounce there as well, and it's going to be knocked in by a Saint, but that was pretty much going to be in the net anyway. So Florida Atlantic going to get 1 back. They're going to get a nice cheeky goal of their own, but that is exactly what they want.
That is exactly what they want. Demo from Frisbee to start this one off. Gives Hammy Crackers some time to breathe in the air there. Now the Saints are back up, and Quint ready to battle it out in this corner. course, Quint got that new car coming into game 4.
Of course.
Oh, set up to Mitra, not going to be good from up top. And now, they have to try and regroup, grab some boost. You see, 2 FAU players had to move back there, refill their boost. But now, Kamal, free reign of this ball, but Mitra right there in the net. That's the goalkeeper you want.
Yeah, great shot by Kamal. Only really had one spot to put that ball. Mitra, knowing and understanding that, makes a great read. Now Quint, taking to the ceiling, maybe trying to get that pass across. Maybe a little bit too wide. Shot going to go back to that side of Atlantic's corner. Saints maybe going to try to get the follow here. It's going to be Christian. Trying to make some kind of play here. Is going to get denied by Mitra. Second shot comes through. Bar down for Kamal. All even up at once. Those second chance opportunities proving to be very fruitful for the Saints these last couple games. Kamal, right place, right time. Beautiful shot to crack that one in.
Yeah, almost looked like we were going to have another one of those goal line bouncers, but that pixel made it through. Tie game here, but still 3.5 minutes of Rocket League to be played. Demo comes out to start, but there's that challenge I'm talking about. Quint just meeting them in the air, shutting down that opportunity. Make those shots Florida has to take. Make them not the best shot they could take. Make them have to think about it. Make them sweat a little bit while they're coming to try and get this offensive pressure started. Already we see Saints now flipping the script back on them, keeping this pressure going. Christian not going to meet him there in the corner. The demo comes out, but Mitra, bouncer on the goal line, just pinches off both those cars there. Is going to find that second goal for Florida.
Yeah, Christian, fantastic job to find the demo. Mitra just going to be a step quicker to that ball in front of that crease. Is going to find that second goal for Florida. Now the Saints once again going to have to play from behind, make up this goal difference, and try to get back in this game and send Florida Atlantic packing in this CCA Open number 2. But still 3 minutes to play. We have a whole lot of Rocket League to be played.
Hammy Crackers trying to set this up solo for now, but Frisbee is there in the middle in case anything's ready to pass. Christian beats it all the way to the other end, but Kamal, we get something set up towards mid here. I thought that was going to be one of those ones where we saw Quint just fly in from the back. Quint, though, hanging back and playing defense on that play. Now it's going to be Kamal on defense here. Player near half. Bounces up towards the middle. Kamal taking it from the skies. Frisbee right there for the challenge. But this could be the pressure that the Saints need. Get this lead evened out.
There's been a lot of stall ball this game so far. It's been a lot of scrums in the mid area. Not a lot of teams able to gather that possession, get those second chance opportunities. We've seen most of the goals have kind of been these one-off pinches, these one-off bounces.
Yeah.
We haven't seen too many rebound plays like we saw the first couple games. Either one of these teams trying to get those consistent chances going. Quint trying to play this one out. Going to be denied there by Hammy. Ball going right in front of the Saints net. Second Florida member is going to follow. Not going to find the goal, though. The Saints still only down by 1. Still have a good amount of the clock to play with as well. But Florida has been pressing the action the entire game, having another close call there.
Yeah, Frisbee tries to take it out into the corner now. Could find another one of those angles from the corner, but stopped by Quinton. Kamal now. The passing play is looking to get started. Mitra sends it right towards that backboard. Where's the third player? There they are. Frisbee to follow that one up. 2-goal lead now for Florida Atlantic. Just textbook passing play off the backboard there.
Yeah, maybe a slight bit of a misread on that backboard, but that ball had some spin on it. That's going to be a hard ball to save off that backboard. It had a lot of velocity on it as well, so not the end of the world for the Saints, but a minute 20, 2-goal differential. They have time to make a play, but Florida Atlantic's offense has been much, much better, much more consistent in this game for the Saints, though. Looking to get that one back quickly. Kamal going to get denied there on the goal line by Hammy. Christian trying to keep this possession going. Going to be Quint to follow. Great shot once again. Hammy going to shut that door for the Saints. Still trying to keep them off the scoreboard. Another shot comes through. Going to be a little bit high there from Quint again. The Saints starting to get these chances in droves, but this net has remained locked up by Florida, so they still have to dig out of this 2-goal hole.
Yeah, Florida can now confidently sit here with 45 seconds left and just play 3-player defense, absolutely lock down this net and shut down and challenge any kind of pass that the Saints try to get started. You see Mitra there in the corner already knocking it off of Kamal's nose. Christian can't really lob anything to his teammate there. Kamal gonna set it up towards the middle here, but Frisbee this entire Florida team is just so good at challenging these balls on the defense, not letting these passes get set up. While it's been in their zone the whole time, they can just play pretty calm and collected and just make sure that ball is nowhere near the net at all times.
Yeah, this clock is not looking good for the Saints now. 3 seconds left. Florida Atlantic evening the series at 2 apiece in this loser's bracket. It is now a best-of-1 sudden death. Loser is going home. The winner will move on in the bracket to face these Akrons, these USFs, all these other teams that will be moving on later. But there is a Game 5, the first series of the day, to be played out.
How often do we see a Game 5 in the first series? I mean, I feel like this never happens.
No, usually we'll get them all later.
Yeah, exactly. It's usually right at the end of that bracket, but here we are. I mean, technically, we're at the end of the bracket. Day 2 today. All of these teams are so evenly matched at this point that we are going straight to Game 5. And we saw an absolute dominant Game 3 from the Saints. And then coming in, it's FAU to battle right back, find a 2-goal lead of their own in the end. And here we go. About to head in to the pitch
of course.
For Game 5.
Here we go. Game 5 underway now. 4:50 on the clock. The game's going to start right away. Quint on the board immediately before you can blink. Exactly what they're looking for. I think that's going to be his 6th or 7th goal of the series. They're going to need another 5-goal explosion if they want to ensure they ice Florida Atlantic and send them packing.
5 seconds into the game, or I guess 6 seconds there. So the Saints find that first goal and trying to start that momentum we saw in Game 3. Christian immediately sending it right back towards that net. Quint now playing that defense, clearing it out, taking it towards the skies. Kamal here for the follow-up. Frisbee, can he knock it off of Frisbee's nose? No, it's going to be a pinch right into the air. Hammy Crackers sending it towards mid, and we see Frisbee and Mitra already set up to try and follow up on that ball.
Be some back and forth through the Saints, trying to get a passing play going. It'd be a nice little play, though, at least to get Kamal possession. He is going to have a little flyover there. Ball back toward that Saints net. Christian going to come across, make that stop midair. Florida, though, they are going to threaten early on here, try to get that equalizer, take some pressure off themselves, and let this clock start to run away. They're going to miss maybe a misfire from Mitra. Can the Saints capitalize? Frisbee's going to pinch that one away. Ball now just getting out of that Florida zone. He's going to find that demo on Kamal as well on the follow through Quint. Going to chase this one out to the corner. Lose on that 50. Said maybe he's going to win that one, but going to end up back in Florida's possession. But once again, the Saints are going to regain. Christian going to be the one to take to the sky. He's going to drop that one off for a teammate. No one's going to be there to receive the message, though. Kamal going to get a nice little pinch back toward that midline. And both of these teams, you can see how even. Oh, maybe unfortunate for Florida. They are going to make that save, though. A little bit of a miscue potentially, but you can see both these teams, the pressure might be starting to get to them.
Yeah, I mean, this is do or die, like you said, Jobin. Anyone goes home here. One of these two teams is not moving on in this top 8 bracket today, and neither team wants to be that one going home. We've seen so much back and forth. We're almost back to a similar like Game 1 situation where it's just so tight and neither team is going to give an inch, but Saints have that lead they can work with for the time being.
Yeah, I just want to see them still play like a healthy level of aggression. I don't want to see them sit on their back foot. Yeah. That's when Florida seems to find these chances. Florida not scared to take those chances. They like to get going on that counterattack. They like to send that ball flying back the other way. So the Saints have to challenge these early at that midline while still having that, healthy defensive responsibility, keeping somebody in that net to lock it down. But I'd like to see them go out and try to find this second and goal, try to really put the pressure on Florida. A second goal here with half the game left. Florida would really starting to be feeling that pressure. You want to try to make the cracks start to show, but they have held the fort excellently since that first goal's gone in.
Yeah, Quint playing that half-mark defense perfectly, keeping it in that zone. But Hammy Crackers coming all the way in from the sky. Christian right in net where they need to be. Kamal to clear it out for the rest of the team now, and Quint could make something happen. He's only got one defender on him, and it's Kamal right there to help him out. But Hammy Crackers putting his car right in between the two players and gonna shut that opportunity down. 1v2 on the defense.
Yeah, and Christian just won a 1v1 against the attacker. Had to guess which way he was going to go. Made a beautiful read. Potentially makes that saving a goal, saving this tie from coming through as this clock gets lower and lower. We know the Saints are going to be happier and happier to see that number start to tick toward those triple zeros, but Florida not going to go quietly into the good night. Kamal going to set something up over the middle here. Quint waiting back at that midline, waiting to make a play on this ball. Florida Atlantic going to find that second touch. Quint going to send that one over to the far corner. Mitra, next one to play, that has a lot of boost to play with. Going to get bumped off. Is going to send that toward the Saints net, though. Going to be, I believe it was Christian there to knock that one aside. But Florida really starting to threaten the Saints side here. You can feel the tension building as this game gets down to the last minute or so. Either one of these teams still trying to fight for their lives. The Saints clinging on to this lead, and Florida trying their best to break through here and find their first goal of this game.
All save is good, but Frisbee not quick enough on the follow-up. It's Christian there to tap that ball first. Frisbee demoing on Christian. This could be the chance Hammy Crackers needs. I don't know which player that was, but I believe it was Kamal on the ceiling there to just barely tap it and is able to shut that down. Frisbee, this is a player who's found such good angles in these past games. 43 seconds left, but still only a 1-goal lead. So doable for Florida Atlantic to try and take it into overtime still. 30 seconds left. You could be seeing a buzzer beater situation, or we could be seeing another crazy low-scoring game that ends in regulation.
Yeah, besides that one game from the Saints, and specifically Quint, where he lit up the score sheet, we have had a defensive juggernaut battle so far. The Saints now just 15 seconds left. Christian gonna get demoed. Ball is in that Florida end. He should be able to respawn, no problem. Kamal gonna take that one off that midline, taking it himself. Gonna get a shot on the net there, gonna kill another 5 seconds there. We are counting down from 5 now. Can Florida make it into overtime, or are the Saints gonna shut it down? We're going to see that double demo. Ball back onto the ceiling. Florida has one more chance at this one, but it's going to get shut down by Christian, I believe. And the Saints are going to sneak away with a very, very tense Game 5 win to start off this Sunday. They will advance in the loser's bracket, and Florida Atlantic will be going home.
Yeah, but I mean, that was the first game in this loser's bracket. Now you're going to be coming up against teams that are dropping down from that winner's bracket. It's only going to get tougher. I expect to see many, many more Game 5s in our future today.
Yeah, the Saints, if they have it their way, they're going to make us go to Game 5 overtime every single series. They love to do it to us, especially during CRL and CCA, so I would definitely expect more of that. But a fantastic series nonetheless. All three players having their shining moments. Florida playing a great series as well. They played such good defense. They just weren't able to find those couple goals. And then luckily Quint had that offensive explosion in Game 4, I believe, to shut everything down. But that being said, we're going to take a quick little break, let the bracket get finished up and everything, let the teams check in, and we'll get back on the pitch shortly.